Let's make welcome Evangelist Fome Kings Jack.
First thing in the order of this thing called faith is belief. You must first believe that He is. That God is existing. That God, and everybody here can tell me, what are you talking about for me? If I don't believe that God is existing, what will I be doing here? I will explain to you. So that we can do it right. That's why we are here. He said we must first believe that He is. So if you're coming to God to fellowship, to pray, to worship, the first thing you must first of all do is to believe that God is. And so what is belief? What is belief? We must first of all believe. To believe is to hold on to something. We must believe that He is. Is to have confidence in something. Is to be convinced about something. So have firm reliability in something. So you must first believe that God is God. It is only a man that believes. As we're here now, why do you think you can climb that staircase and you're coming? Something tells you the staircase will carry you. Is it not so? Trust me, if you feel the staircase cannot carry you. Say the way the thing they shake, so no. You will not go try yourself. But some of us are weighing 90, some 80, some even 100. Some 70 something. We are just mashing. Boom, boom, boom. Something is telling you that thing can carry you. So you cannot come to God without understanding that He is your carrier. He is your, you have to have I don't know how to explain. You need to have a knowledge, an in-depth understanding that He is. I tell you the truth, it is only when you yourself have convinced yourself that God is, that God becomes loyal to you. Listen to what I'm saying. There is no man that understands that God is and works it out that God is, that stay in it that God is, that live in it that God is, that God do not become loyal to. Listen to what I'm saying. This thing breaks barriers, spiritual barriers. This thing will cause you to walk in corridors that you never thought you will. You know why? God has become loyal to you. God is loyal. His communion service, so I'll hurry. God, this is just an introduction part. God becomes loyal to those that believe that He is. We know that our God liveth. There is an understanding that God is. There is a deep rooted. See, does that mean that the cares of life and the darts of life will not come? No. There is an understanding that He is. Oh, you need to come to a place of faith is that God is. Faith is that God is. Is it not what we will read now when we get to the next chapter? Hebrews, he says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for. I won't dwell there because I know that I think it was 52 days prayers. I think I dwelt on it. So I'm not going to dwell on it in this month. It's a substance of things hoped for. The evidence of things not seen. How you react when you hear a negative matter will make God know that you know that He is or not. What you do in this face of adversity will make God know that you know that He is or not. It will make God know it is a purchase matter, mommy. What you put on the table is what will buy God His loyalty. See, God will give it to you. God becomes, when God makes, I don't know, do you know the meaning of loyalty? For God to be committed to someone. Do you know what it means for God to be committed to you? For that, it's so interesting. Say, hey, Lord, hey, my prayer. Why do you think God will hear? No, why do you think God will hear? Why do you think God will hear? Mama, something's happening. Pray. Why do you think God will not hear? Why do you think God can be loyal? Why do you think God can stand by you? See, David is a practical example of this kind of story. It does not matter what's going on. See, your level of your disposition. And I said something more about praying. You know how you can be saying a word and your heart is saying something else. Your heart is not in alliance with what you are saying. You are trying to just say it because you are trying to say it. But your heart, and God, the Bible says He does not care about the physical things. He's the Lord that says check the hearts. So you can be saying A, but your heart. The Bible speaking in Hebrews 1 verse 1. Say God in various times, sundry times, all right? In various times and in various ways have spoken via the prophets. And now even in our time, because John was speaking about his time. And now in our time he's speaking through his son. Hey, child of God. That our understanding be enlightened, Father. In various times. God speaking in various times. Various ways. Now speaking via his son. Oh my God. My question to you. Oh my God, my God. How could we just rest in our oils? Have God spoken to you in various ways before? Various ways. Various times. Doesn't matter whether you are in the speed lane or you are in the low lane. Anywhere you are, he's speaking. Why do you think God will speak like that? Loyalty. God is loyal to that person. So he speaks in various. The day you have abundance, he's speaking. The day you are in your slow lane, he's speaking. The day he is with you. With you. With you. It doesn't matter what is going on, he's with you. How do you get into that place? You must first of all believe that he is. This belief is not saying with our mind, saying, I believe in God. That's not what I'm saying. Actions. Lot's wife is a practical example. Leave. Pack your things and leave. Lot with his wife and his children running away. Her heart cannot imagine all the things that she's living. She equates her God with those that she's living. In a twinkle of an eye, because before she did it, she has thought about it. You know your actions. I've taught people before. Your actions is only about your heart. Whatever you do comes first from your heart. If as I'm coming now, you say, as Mama is coming now, I'm going to embrace her. You have said it in your heart first. Before you are doing it, your action will follow. So immediately she left and she's running. Even though she's with her husband holding, she's thinking, how can I leave all these things? How can I leave all these things? How can I? And she just turns. To believe is a strong word. To believe, I believe in this person, is a strong word. When things are not, someone sent a message to me, say, why does it look like as if when you pray, yet bad things still? Very beautiful question. So now my question to you back would be, Do you believe that God is still alive? Even when things don't go the way they are. No, what is your mindset? I sang a song for you. It's that song. Used to be my song. When things are going the way I don't understand. These stripes have come to make me strong. Though I don't see how they could. When I may not understand. I just place it in your hands. For I know you're working all things together for my good. I don't need to understand. Who am I to understand the works of God? Who am I to see if God allows you? Sometimes you say, I saw it. You saw it because God gave you a glimpse. He gave you a glimpse. He just showed you a little bit. Child of God, if we must do this month right, this is first thing first. You must set your heart. You must set your heart to know Him to the extent that you believe. Time will fail me to explain the difference between believe and know. You must set your heart to, you must know properties that you must know the Lord to believe Him in the capacity you want to. Your level of knowledge about a thing, I was talking about the staircase you are passing now. It is your level of knowledge that this thing will not fall. It will not fall. It will not fall. Okay, to carry me, then you step. There must be a level of knowledge in your head. It is in that level of knowledge. Just as if you read Old Testament, God is so strong with instructions. He will say, now Jeremiah, go and dig this and put this on the ground. After a while, he said, go and pick it out again. He needed the man to understand. For Moses, he said, put your rod on the floor. And the rod became a snake. He said, pick it, hold it. See, what was God doing? He was making Moses to know who he is. Because he said, I am that I am. He said, I just want to be I am that I am now. He said, put your rod on the ground. When he put the rod on the ground, it became snake. Imagine if Moses ran away. Joshua, this is the devil I have been hearing. Now appear to me. He will run to the Midians and the priest and say, do you know what happened to me today? He would have missed it. He stood there. So now pick it. If it is me and you know when we are reading, it looks very easy. Just read it, it's one sentence. So now straight on the ground. Straight on the ground. Pick it by the tail. That the snake will just turn and boom. Pick it by the tail. There are times that things are happening to you and God says, pick it by the tail. Pick it by the tail. Doesn't make sense to you. Your understanding is crushed completely. It does not make any iota of sense to you. If you tell it to a friend you are dead, your friend will say, what? You don't know what you are thinking. That's when you think, now your mind they tell you. Pick it by the tail. He picked it by the tail. Became a rod. He was knowing the Lord. He was knowing the Lord. He was knowing the Lord. Say, put your hand in. Bring it out. It's not leprous. Put it back. I'm the God that healeth. He was knowing the Lord in different capacities. How do you believe without knowing, child of God? How do you believe without knowing this God? How do you believe a God that you do not know? What will change your concept, your mind, your ideas and your ideologies? All I don't know what English puts it. How would you know that you truly believe in God? This month, we will walk on top of waters. We will walk on top of waters. You see, the story in that place is so interesting. Peter Peter had known the Lord so well. So immediately they were shouting, say, a spirit, oh my God. And the Lord said, no, it is I, not a spirit. It is I. Peter said, what? Is it you, my Lord? He has known the Lord. He knows the Lord. He understands the Lord. He said, Adao, are you the one? Jesus said, yes. Say, bid me to come. He didn't think. His mind did not factor. I'm in a boat. If I put my leg, I'm supposed to be inside water. Is this water or where am I going to know? Peter didn't think. Say, bid me to come. The Lord said, come. Whoop. Whoop. He was going. His heart and his mind didn't need to have understanding. I tell you the truth, if you meet people that have done so well in life, whether in Christianity, secular world, whatever, they've walked on top of waters. They have walked on top of water. It didn't have to make sense. I don't know the thing that you have heard. I have 22 minutes more. And I'm going to administer communion today. I have like 4 more pages to go. I don't know what you can do that will buy the loyalty of God. I tell you the truth, is what life. Is what life. Is what life. I took some time to study about the guy called Lazarus, Jesus' friend. Not Lazarus, the Lazarus that was Jesus' friend. Mary and Martha's brother. I needed to understand, why did God major so much on this man? Why did God... He was so close to God that when they came to tell God, they were even afraid. Because they knew that he was so close to God. That man must have been pleasing the Lord. There may not have been too many tales about him, but he must have been pleasing. There's something that he was doing. You know, Jesus, if you read about Jesus, you know that he's not like this. Doesn't do anyhow. Jesus is straight. When the mother was looking for him, he said, who is my parent? He said, the ones that were doing with you. He's such a straight cut human being when he was alive. So what is it that Lazarus did that could buy the loyalty of Jesus so much? That even when the sisters would say, if you were here, the thing was paining Jesus. Say, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm in resurrection now. He has spoken to them the things that he has not told others. The things that he has not even told Peter. The things that he has not told other people. He has already, oh God. He has already told them that, look, I am going to resurrect. I am going, see, I am the, he said to meet Mary. See what are you talking about? Don't you know me? I am the resurrection and life. What is it that you will put on the table that will buy God's loyalty? That God will stay with you in thick and in thin, in death and in life. What is that thing? Oh my God. And so Paul began to shout, what can separate me from the love of God? What is that thing that I will do that will be so serious that heaven will move? When you say a thing, heaven will back it up. When you do whatever you decide to do, God is involved. God becomes, see, God is so involved. Oh, stand up on your feet. There are so many things to talk about. Believe in loyalty. Loyalty to you. Understanding loyalty. Oh, Kabashanda. Yeah. What is Canaan's stable land? The Bible speaking in the book of John. John 1. John 1. As we're standing, let me do this. John 1. John 1. The Bible says in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. And the Word was God, and He was in the beginning with God. And all things were made through Him. Listen to me very well. And without Him, nothing was made that was made. In Him was life. And the life was the light of men. I've taught this before. In Him was life. And the life became the light of men. How do you have this life that will become light? Oh, Jesus. And the light shines in darkness. And darkness did not comprehend it. 6. There was a man sent from God whose name was John. This man came for a witness, to bear witness of the light, and not through him might believe. He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light. That was the true light which gives light to every man coming into the world. Verse 10 and 11. That was the world. He was the world. And the world was made through him. And the world did not know him. He came to his own. He came to his own. He said, but his own did not receive him. I tell you the truth, you need to understand the meaning of his own. Christians. God's own people. Both of us, me and you. He came to his own. We refuse. We refuse him. Because why? We don't really know him. Lack of knowing him makes us to refuse him. So the Lord can be telling you something. You say, no, that's not the Lord. You know why you say that's not the Lord? Because you don't know the voice of the Lord. Yes, now. If I call you now, one day I was speaking to Mimi. He said, Mama, it's me. I say, I know that it's you, Mimi. I don't need to look at phone. I know her voice. I say, I know that it's you, my darling. The reason why you don't know, I don't know whether it's the Lord or I know, is because you don't really know the Lord. You've not really had time. You've not really had koinonia. You've not really had fellowship. You don't really know the Lord. How could you believe in what you don't know? Don't you think we are servicing tradition? Don't you think that we're servicing religion? Don't you think we're just coming because we need to come? Don't you think, what? Oh my God. Don't you think we're just doing so that we'll just be doing? Do you really know? He came to his own. His own received him not. Verse 12. He said, but as many that received him, to them he gave the rights to become God's children, to those who believe in his name, who were born not of flesh, not by flesh, not by the will of flesh, no, not by the will of man, no, but by God. Oh, Jesus. And the word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory. And we beheld his glory. The reason why John could write about Jesus like this is because he beheld his glory. He stayed with him. Oh God. The word became flesh and John was privileged to be with him. And not to just see him like a mere mortal and understand that this is God, divinity. This is God, Trinity. This is God with me. Because we would trivialize the things that are important to us. Fail me. But see, this is a lecture class. I don't know how to explain it. That you will be able to understand that you don't need to trivialize. So we beheld his glory. To behold is to look, is to gaze, is to observe, is to pay attention. There's times that the power of the Lord is moving like this. The power of the Lord. God's own. See, you know what's the meaning of the power of the Lord? Time, Jesus. What's the meaning of the power of the Lord? The flow of the Father is moving. You know what we do? You know, we sit down. Sometimes we're looking. The person is falling. You know? You don't understand that God is in the midst of his people. Hey, God. There are things that you do, sis, that will make God to become loyal to you. We're looking as this one is falling, that one is doing. What are we doing? We too. We are paying attention to what is going on. Our mind does not tell us. Our mind does not tell us that God is in the midst of his people. If you know the Lord, you will treat this chair well. Hey, time will fail me. If you know the Lord, if this thing belongs to the Lord, you will walk with it with fear and trembling. How do you know your God? 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 That God becomes loyal to you. That we can just come anyhow, say, hey, auntie, good morning. And you are entering into God's house. Your mind is not telling you, I'm coming to meet with my Father. No! You are gisting, you are laughing. You are even chewing gum. You need a leader to tell you that, please throw away your gum. How do you treat this God that he becomes loyal to you? How? You are gisting with someone. Say, auntie me, you are in service, you are pressing phone. You're pressing phone. Jesus Christ. But you want that when you pray, let God hear. You want God to be loyal to you. I was with someone. She lost someone. She said to me, I don't know where God is. Oh, I don't even know where God is. I looked at her. You know, say things they could vex me like that. Those kind of things, they annoy me. They put me off. No, I don't deal with it. I just took my bag. I'm going. You don't talk to my Father like that. No. That friendship can close. That's okay. So, no. You are mourning. You need to mourn well. Mourn with the knowledge that God is alive. Say, I don't know where God is. Are you for real? My God, my Father? No, our friendship ends. Stay or stay. Let me do my hair. I don't have that time. That's why she called me. Said, what's going on? I said, I don't like the way you address my Father. I don't like it. Doesn't matter what happens to you. You can say that about my Father. You can't, and I'll be there, gisting with you. Say, make with a hug. Say you lost someone. Forget it. There are so many people that will still die. God will still be God. How you treat your God will bet his loyalty. How you treat your God will bet his loyalty. So the day you open your mouth and say, Father, he will appear. Dry bones, receive life. Life will come. We are full of ourselves, accolades. Faith requires more, child of God. Faith is an oath. Hey, faith is a binding oath. It's an oath. You cannot break it. You can't break it. You cannot. Ha. The Bible speaking in this place. I read verse 14 again. It said, the word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and mercy. John bore the witness of him and cried out, saying, this was he whom I said, he who comes after me is preferred before me, for he was before me. 16, and I will end there. Oh, Jesus. Is out of this fullness, of his fullness, we have received grace for grace. grace for grace. Grace for grace. Of his fullness, we have received grace for grace. Of his fullness. So if you don't get to the fullness, you cannot receive grace for grace. Of his fullness, we have received grace for grace. It's an exchange. It's an exchange of his loyalty, of his fullness. For faith to function, sis, you need to be full. Seeking you are so precious, you, Lord, to give up. I will be your fool. You are my own.